Hello everyone, how are we doing today? My name is Lamoura, and I have a little shiny thing. Oh, it's my Carby. I was like, what's going on? What's a glow? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, everyone. That's an interesting intro for me. We are here in the Waking Sands. I didn't want to enter the Solar because I don't know if it's going to go into a cutscene right away. I don't think it will. They usually don't do stuff like that, but just to be sure, didn't want to enter just yet. So let's go into the Solar, and since I'm on my SSD now, it shouldn't take but a tick, a bell, I guess they call it, for it to load. I did think a little bit more about which Grand Company I wanted to choose, and I think I'm going to stick with what I said in the last episode. We're going to go with the Maelstrom. Welcome back, Niah. Were the Grand Company's leaders' words as illuminating as you had hoped? Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Niah. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Alright, so we'll complete that, gain the XP.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Eorzea, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Who the hell are these guys? So far, in what I know, and what I have actually paid attention to for the story on my first playthrough, I actually don't know who the hell those kids are. Are they grandkids of Louisoix, the old guy who was putting up the shield in that opening movie in episode 0? Huh. I actually don't know. Interesting. Alright, you'll have to forgive me for that quick little cut. Had some things to take care of. Anyways, we want to choose one of our officers here, and I think, like I said, I chose Gridania with a twin adder before. I will almost never choose Ul'dah. I just don't really care for the city itself, and I don't care for their philosophies. And I kind of want to try something new, so we'll go with the Maelstrom. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yes. That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? How much stronger is that a question? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to LIMSALOMINSA and seek out our Grand Company headquarters. Okay, and we get some dye because of this, the dull mooned red dye, which will help us stand with the Order of the Maelstrom, which is nice. What else do we get? I don't care for that. I don't think that's as good as what I already have. I don't think any of these are really as good as what I already have, right? Yeah. No, not really. Okay, so we'll be taking the money. Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word that our personnel officer I'll send word to our personnel officer to expect you. Sorry. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearing sure. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they're all about ships and pirates and whatnot. I don't actually need to go out there. But at the same time, I think it's okay. One other thing I'm not also a huge fan of is in order to get to the Guild Hall, the Grand Company Hall, you have to go through 2 sets of loading screens. Just porting there, which now doesn't take nearly as long as it used to. But then you also have to go to the upper decks, which in Gridania, it's right by the Aetheryte, the main Aetheryte, and same with Ul'dah. They're like right all around the corner. So it is rather annoying that you have to do that. But like I said, I want to try something new, and we're going to the Aft Castle. So we're gonna give it a try. You know, if I do the same thing over and over and I don't see new experiences, then I'll never know, right? Alright, and it's right over here. So yeah, you have to go up to go around. You can see the Aetheryte is all the way over there. We would have to go up to a loading screen to run down over here, where it's literally like a 2-second walk from the Aetheryte from both Ul'dah and Gridania. I thought that was Thancred for a second. It really looked like Thancred. I was like, oh, what are you doing here? Hail, adventurer. What business do you have at the Maelstrom Command? My name is Niah Lilel. I believe you are expecting me. Niah, aye. Our recruitment officer sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in lower NOSCEA. Sir, Imperial forces have fired upon high wind sky ways airships. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood, damn it! We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Lavelle, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in lower NOSCEA is correct, the airship will come down in the territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of the occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Uh-oh, a little bit of trouble. But I do like this quest. I can't wait to do it, mostly because of the characters that we'll be running into here. And it does seem like it is going to be different than where we... if I go to Eastern... Okay, so it's going to be better if I go to Costa del Sol first and then go out through here. I was just trying to find the path of least resistance. But I like this quest because of the characters that you meet. And it is really nice that they actually do have separate mission areas depending... Oh, Fenrir. I love you. Depending on where you actually align yourself with. So I actually think that's really cool and it's really fun. So let us just grab this chocobo keep real quick before we head out. Nothing. And we will continue on our way. I mean, I'll just keep on going. I won't do a cut here, just because, I don't know. I think it's fine. Fear the fate, it's not lupus. Grab and go. I actually don't know what that fate is. I don't think I've ever really seen it pop up. It might be one of those rare fates that you get every once in a while. That means something, but I'm not quite sure. But surprisingly, this is the path of least resistance. This is the shorter way for us to have gone in order to get to this quest. We would have had a bunch more hiking if we were to go anywhere else. Because here, you see, we would have had to go all the way up instead of the current bearing that we're on, where we just kind of have to go down a little bit. But thankfully, nothing right here is too hostile, because they are level 30. Because they would have targeted us instantly, because we're only level 26. I think you need to be like at least 5 or more levels above something before even its hostileness doesn't quite immediately grab you. There is a point when they just kind of ignore you. They recognize that you're just stronger than they are. At least that's what I assume. Maybe I've just been out of their line of sight or something. Okay, so it should just be right around here somewhere. A little bit further up. There's a few fates around here that I kind of want to do. So as of right now, I'm a level 27 Conjurer, which means that eventually I could switch over to White Mage and start leveling that up. But at the same time, I don't really want to. I almost wonder how far I can get just by being a Conjurer. I'm most likely not going to do that because it's leveling up is going to get harder as I continue on. But where's this ship at? Oh, it's just right here in front of me. I thought that was like blending into the rocks. I almost didn't see it. Idiot. All right, let's make sure we're the Arcanist again. Just want to get my carbuncle out. And there we go. So this is an instance. No one else will join us. We'll be in it on our own. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Maelstrom commands at you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garlean Ironworks engineer, yes? One of your lookouts reported an attack on your craft. We are here to rescue you. You must be Lilel. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Ascendance, I say. Seems they want your ship engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. The fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Right, pay attention. We are going to hit the Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut, but they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Lolel? Ready to give those curs a hiding? I say so. Like a tidal wave, lads? Charge! Alright, the battle ensues. An ambush! To arms! Alright, so I'm seeing a few that might need to go down first. I don't know if that magic user is a conjurer or a thaumaturge, but might as well take out their back line first, right? Where'd that dude go? Up there it is. I don't know what a magnifier is, but we'll take him out. Nonetheless, everyone dies in the hands of Niah. Oh, yep, they're a black mage. Okay, so we're gonna take them out because they can do some area of effect attacks. So can these guys back here, so we'll focus on them as well. And my carbuncle. Oh yeah, he was out. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my bad, carbuncle. I didn't realize you were out already. He's so quick, and he blends kind of in with this greenery, so I kind of missed him. That was my bad. Who just healed? I heard that. Someone must have taken a potion. Alright, so this guy's going down next. And then we'll work on this one. Nice and easy. See? It ain't that bad. Oh, we have a conjurer. That's why. Little guy, I almost didn't see you. I knew you were there from the cutscene, but at the same time, it's so tiny. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire. This has gone on long enough. Oh, he just whistled for something. Saw that. Where's she running to? Oh boy. Okay, there's a Magitech Vanguard. Okay. Gotta play it safe. And then, what's this guy behind him doing? That's just a bow guy? Alright, we'll take out this one guy first, this Decurion. And we'll focus on all the others. Oh, they have more dudes just coming? Alright. Alright, I'll focus on the big guy then. The little ones look like they are falling pretty quickly, so should be alright. Not too entirely worried. I want to zoom out to see the health bar though. I don't think I need to get a barrier on. This thing's not paying attention to me so much as it is my Conjurer and my Marauder, though I'm not quite sure why my Conjurer is sitting there like an idiot right in the line of fire taking all those attacks. Just kind of don't make no sense, you know? You would think you would want to be out of the line of fire, but hey, you know, I'm not the Conjurer here, so I don't have much to say. Where's this thing going? It's just running all around, being all weird. Why you gotta be so weird? It's kind of cool design though, I'm not gonna lie, with like its drill arms. How it can like shoot it out. I kind of like it. I kind of do. Not gonna lie. This Conjurer's about to die. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye, friends. You just got wrecked right as the duty was about to get complete. What an idiot. Pigs! Yep, that's why I like these two. Their names are Biggs and Wedge from Final Fantasy VII. There might actually be other Biggs and Wedges from other media and other Final Fantasies, but I know them specifically from Final Fantasy VII. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyways? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Lalel, you are free to return to the Maelstrom command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we would all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform command of the part you played today. I, just want to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Such a nice friend group right there. I just want to take him everywhere on every adventure. Keep him by my side. Keep him in my tiny little pocket. Okay, let's go. Alright, it's a miss. We don't really care for that. So we're going to go back to LIMSALOMINSA and finally register for... Oh, look how cool that chocobo looks. The blue and the white. Register for the Maelstrom. That way we can start getting that much closer to getting our chocobo. Alright, so we need to go to the aft port or whatever. Aft castle. Aft castle, that's what it is. Not the aft port. What are you, daft? And from here, we can quickly go. And so now, like that I see how quickly I can do this, it's not so bad, the wait times, especially now that I'm on my SSD and not trying to read off of a different drive. That took far too long. So, going to LIMSALOMINSA, if you're having long load times, is probably not the best way to go. But at the same time, it's not so bad for me right now. Welcome back, Lolo. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your introduction... I'm sorry. I just realized... I completely forgot to do all of my things today. I didn't change my minion, and I didn't eat my eggs. Anyways, let's get back to where we were and choose what we want. I think we wanted the bronze pieces because none of these were as good as what we had before. So we will complete it. We'll also get this red dye just because that's part of the mission. Okay. Cool. So we're part of the Maelstrom now. Till sea swallows all. The personal officer stands ready to complete your induction. I always say introduction. Induction into the ranks. Cool. Sweet. Let us start afresh, shall we? You are welcomed here, Neil Alel. So that such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the primals and the Garlean Empire and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is LIMSALOMINSA afloat and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Mirweb, not even gonna try, sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable. Lass and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. Well, it is customary... I'm just going to say Niah from now on, because we'll be changing our name later. So, Niah, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? You have my sword till sea swallows it. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows it all. I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. Yeah, that sounds fun. As would we all. A capable crew is one thing, but unswerving loyalty is a trait that cannot be trained or bought. Well said, lass. Niah, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve LIMSALOMINSA well till sea swallows all. Can you hear me, Niah? It's Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with the news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Niah. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Okay. Here we go. Now, real quick, before we do too much, well, we need to read all this. So, Grand Companies. You are now a member of a Grand Company. You have been assigned the rank of Private 3rd Class. Your Grand Company and rank can be confirmed at any time under the Profile tab in the Character interface under Character in the main menu. Grand Companies pay their members not in gil, but in company seals. You can confirm how many company seals are currently in your possession under the currency in the main menu. Seals can be earned by completing various Grand Company missions. A Grand Company Quartermaster is stationed at each Grand Company headquarters and will exchange items for company seals. The company seals are only redeemable with the Grand Company that issued them. Supply and provisioning missions. The Grand Companies of Eorzea are in constant need of supplies and provisions to maintain their daily operations. Adventurers can earn experience points and Grand Company seals by crafting or gathering the items required and delivering them. Speak to the Grand Company personal officer or one of the many officers stationed throughout the realm to complete the delivery. Items sought change every day Earth time and can be confirmed by selecting timers located under the duty in main menu. Okay, so what they're essentially saying is, if we go into our character, if we go into our profile, you can see we are Storm Private 3rd Class, and there's a bunch of different classes that we can go. So we can go to Private 2nd Class, 1st Class, Corporal, Sergeant 3rd Class, 2nd Class, Sergeant 1st Class, Chief Storm Sergeant, and then I think we can go all the way up to here. Each one has their own ranking. I don't know if you switch if it resets or what. I assume it does. That's okay. If we go into our currency, you can see we have company seals here. We have 0 and we can currently hold 10,000. I believe that goes up as you rank up, as you get to a next level in the Grand Company, not by your level of your actual character. So as your Grand Company rank gets higher, the more seals you can carry. You can get seals by, like they said, Let's see if I can find the right person. I think it would be the personal. Yeah. So if we were to do some kind of expert delivery, any high quality gear that we get from dungeons that we don't need or want or can wear, we can trade in. Yeah, so I can't do anything here, but you can eventually. Let's see if it will work here. So if we get enough seals, by trading in provisions, taking on missions, even doing fates will get you company seals. You'll actually be able to upgrade your rank by talking to the personnel officer and paying 2,000 in order to confirm and up your rank. It gets higher and requires more the higher in rank you go, and by a certain point you'll need to actually accomplish other tasks, not just by collecting seals. So there's a cool thing. Another thing, if we go over to the quartermaster here, by increasing your rank in the Grand Company, you can actually get different types of weapons and armor and different things like that. So you can see they are all locked out until you reach a certain level. So you need to be a, let's see, I actually don't know what rank I need to be in order to get these, but that's okay. You just need to increase your rank in order to get access to these clothing items. There's also materials here, special materials if you want. And then another page. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually get minions from this. But I might be mistaken. I thought you could. I thought there were some minions you could get. They might appear after I increase my rank. But that's kind of it. As you go up even more, you'll get access to the hunts, which are like weekly and daily different types of missions for creatures to kill throughout the game. You'll also get access into this door. I'm assuming there are, or maybe it's that door over there. Regardless, as you increase your rank, you'll eventually get access to what they are called a squadron. A squadron are NPCs that you can get. You can send them out on missions to increase their rank, and eventually what will happen is once they reach a certain rank, you can actually take those NPCs that you've trained up into dungeons. So let's say you don't want to match with real people. You want to test out a class. You want to see if you'll even like it, like a tank or a healer or whatever. You just want to run a dungeon, level that up, and see how it plays and if you like it or not without having to worry about letting your team down. You can just use the NPCs to run certain dungeons and test it out. It's really cool. Then finally, coming over here, if we talk to this gentleman, we get my little chocobo, the Maelstrom, the thing I was talking about a while ago. This will allow us to get a chocobo companion that we can ride throughout the world. It's a little faster than running at first, and as the game continues on, you complete more missions and more missions and more missions. You will get a mount speed increase for certain areas. By the end of it, it runs so much faster than walking. It's so nice, let me tell you. In any case, generally I have about 10 minutes left before I end this episode. So I'm going to do that now. I don't want to do too much. Well, I lied. I said I was going to do that now, but we're actually going to go finish this quest first, and we'll come back and do My Little Chocobo later. I don't want to get too deep into half a quest and feel like I have to end the episode in the middle. I don't really like doing that. I would much rather finish everything in my journal before logging off for the day. That's just me. Some people take 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, every quest they can find, let their journal fill up, and then go from there, just doing the checklist. I don't like to do that. I like to take things slow and go from there. That's just me, though. You know, everyone has their own different way to play, and it's all okay. Dude, every time I come to Horizon, this fucking Fate is sitting here. Though maybe it's a good idea to do it, right? If we do the Fate, then I get some company seals, and I can kind of show you what that's all about. So I may go do that. Just fight this little bubbly crab guy over here. And it looks like someone else is doing it as well. So, oh no, maybe not. Okay, if they're not doing it, then what I'm going to do is get in my spot, is I don't want all these buzzards to come bother us. So I'm going to try to stay a little bit further away and bang it from back here. And hopefully it will come walking towards me. And the only reason why I'm doing this is so that you can see what happens when you complete a fate and what rewards you get. You know, like what happens now that we're part of a grand company and all that fun stuff. It's really the only reason. Normally I do these fates outside of recording times. I don't think that after a certain amount of time it's interesting for people to watch, even though there are a variety of fates to do. Some of them do get repetitive in certain areas, so I'd rather just, you know, keep it interesting. Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize my dots were off. I wasted one of those Aether Flow stacks. Are you serious? Go away. No one asked for you to be here. Alright, let's get some shields on, just because we do have two people here who are fighting us. Two creatures. They're not really people, you know. I was interrupted. Dang it. Alright, that should kill him. Let's just make sure our dots are fresh and looking good here, now that we have energy drain and we can get our Aether Flow stacks back. Surprisingly, I do have my Carby out, but I'm still not doing like all the damage in the world. I feel like I should be doing more. But maybe such is the life, you know? Alright, let's get some healing on while our shields are up. This thing is doing no damage to us now. This Carbuncle shield is crazy good. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I shouldn't have recast that. I don't know why I did, to be honest with you. I'll get another one soon, but it's just... Oh, dang it. I keep on my dots. Keep on wasting that first Aether Flow stack. Because I suck. I'm an idiot. I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage either. 73. Huh? I mean, luckily we have Carby here, but he's doing like 18, 19 damage per, which isn't much. Maybe I'm just like not equipped correctly for this. Maybe I need to think about re-equipping myself here. Because I'll be honest, this fate actually wasn't as difficult when I tried it as my White Mage. The same White Mage right over here. I've been kind of doing a lot of fates and different stuff, like grindy stuff with my White Mage, so I can continue to level it outside. Because the main story quest will pretty much give us all the XP we need for our Arcanist, so it makes more sense. So as you can see, well, I leveled up. You get some Storm Seals here. I got 74 for completing that fate, along with all the other stuff that we used to get. So it doesn't replace your gil, it doesn't replace your experience. It's just another form of currency that we'll get for doing fates. And as you continue to do more and the fates get harder and more challenging, you'll get more seals for doing and completing it. Obviously, your seal count will also increase or decrease depending on your participation in the fate. If you only got a bronze, you'll get less. If you got silver, you'll get a bit more. And obviously the max being gold. I heard whispers that there's platinum for harder fates in the game. I'm not quite sure if that's true, but I heard whispers of it. I haven't participated in any of those really hard fates though, so I don't quite know. There's another thing that opened up here. Wait, hold on, what was that? So there's this one over here, but there used to only be 2. Now there's 3? Hello, Hetalia. Okay. Oh, no. I think I was mistaken on how I saw that. Yeah, okay, I was mistaken on how I saw that. That was my bad. There's only 2 still. My bad. My eyes are bad as I get older. They just get worse and worse. I'm becoming an old man. My joints hurt every day now. My liver spots. They ooze. I don't know what liver spots do. I think they're just there. Ugh, oozing liver spots. I don't want to think about it anymore. Alright, there's going to be a cutscene here saying that we're going to be talking to someone out here. Welcome back, Niah. Lady Menphelia awaits you within. Alright. Ooh, we get 300 Storm Seals for just completing this. Alright. Sweet. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time in putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Niah. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Ditar, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... God, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions would serve as keepers of this technology. Of course, for this, we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garlean's Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. I know I lost the Menfilio voice, but it's starting to get a little scratchy, so. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Alright, and the next one is here. But I want to get my Chocobo companion, so the next mission we will do will start us back in LIMSALOMINSA at the guild, or the Grand Company, in order to go on to the next step. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for joining me on this episode. I really do hope you enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the next episode. I will see you all later. Peace out, and much love to you.